The M4 MacBook Pro has been fully leaked, and this isn't just a case of receiving some vague rumors or bits of information from unnamed insiders. There is an actual unboxing video that has surfaced on a Russian YouTube tech channel showing the device in full detail. As of the time you're watching this, the video is still live, so if you're curious, you can go check it out for yourself. While we can't fully verify the absolute authenticity of the MacBook showcased in the video, if this footage is real, it seems that the channel managed to get its hands on the base model of the M4 MacBook Pro. The packaging itself gives us a surprisingly good amount of insight and highlights some notable upgrades. For instance, this new 14-inch MacBook Pro is equipped with an M4 chip featuring a 10-core CPU, while the current version comes with the M3 chip that only has an 8-core CPU. According to an alleged Geekbench 6 benchmark that was revealed by the YouTube channel responsible for this leak, the M4 chip could offer up to 25% better performance compared to the M3 chip. Apple, however, had already rolled out the M4 chip in the iPad Pro back in May, confirming that it indeed boasts a 10-core CPU and delivers up to a 25% performance boost over the M3. A 25% improvement in performance over a single year is quite significant. It also looks like Apple is finally making the move to 16 GB of RAM as the standard configuration for the base model, at least when it comes to the MacBook Pro lineup, and they will no longer offer a version with 8 GB of RAM. Over the years, many users found it downright ridiculous that 8 GB was still being offered as the default RAM capacity in a so-called Pro device. Perhaps Apple has finally taken note of these long-standing criticisms, and besides, 16 GB of RAM is undoubtedly more suitable for optimizing the performance and efficiency of the numerous intelligent features Apple has been integrating into the Mac. The rumored packaging suggests that the upcoming 14-inch MacBook Pro will indeed start with 16 GB of RAM, which provides some clarity on the matter. This is, unless of course it turns out to be part of a build-to-order configuration available exclusively through Apple's online store, though such a scenario seems highly improbable. Especially considering that an unreleased M4 MacBook Pro has already surfaced, the idea of this being a custom-ordered model appears even less likely. The base model of last year's MacBook Pro was equipped with only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, which, while sufficient for many users, felt like a slight letdown for those who needed more connectivity options. Fortunately, it now appears that this year's base model M4 MacBook Pro will be receiving an upgrade, as the third Thunderbolt 4 port found on the M3 Pro and M3 Max models seems to be making its way to the base configuration. As a result, it looks like there won't be any significant differences, if any, in terms of input and output ports between the base and higher-end models. On the left side of the device, you'll still have the MagSafe charging port alongside 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, while the right side will house the third Thunderbolt 4 port along with the HDMI port and SD card slot for additional versatility. Last but not least, one of the standout features exclusive to the M3 Pro and M3 Max models was the introduction of a sleek new space black colorway. If you had your eye on that stunning color, you were required to purchase either the M3 Pro or M3 Max, as the base model M3 did not come in that option. However, rumors now suggest that Apple may be extending the availability of space black to the entry-level M4 model. So, for those who are die-hard fans of the space black aesthetic, this could be exciting news, allowing you to snag that color without having to upgrade to a higher-end version, assuming the reports are accurate. Recently, Mark Gurman has shared insights that he anticipates the release of these new Macs, and perhaps even a couple of new iPads, potentially including a refreshed iPad mini, on November 1st. While many had been expecting another Apple event in October, the company has yet to make any official announcements regarding such an event. Given this, there's a strong possibility that invitations for the event could be sent out sometime this week or very soon. Alternatively, Apple might opt for a simpler approach, foregoing an event in favor of a press release announcement, with pre-orders opening on or around that November 1st launch window. If the claims in this video are accurate, and this truly is an M4 MacBook Pro that has already made its way into the hands of a few different YouTube channels, then we may be witnessing one of the most significant leaks since the infamous incident when an iPhone 4 prototype was left behind at a bar. Typically, it's quite common for details, including rendered images of Apple products, to surface long before their official release, a practice that various websites and YouTube channels have been engaging in leaking for the last 2 decades. However, seeing an actual device captured on video or photographed in such a casual setting is an exceedingly rare occurrence. This sort of thing just doesn't happen often. We can recall maybe one instance, like the time when an engineer's daughter inadvertently leaked her father's iPhone X, but for a fully functional product to end up in someone's hands, someone who doesn't seem to be connected to Apple in any official capacity well before its launch, is an occurrence that is almost unheard of. In the end, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you considering getting a new M4 Mac? What are your impressions of this rumored base model? Feel free to share in the comments. Thanks a ton for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.